What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Planetary Reviews, and I'm here to talk about Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson's newest movie, The Hitman's Bodyguard. Was this movie able to be entertaining and just as action-packed as all those trailers have been? Well, let's talk about it. First off, this movie nailed one thing 100% right, and that was the buddy cop aspect. Granted, these two are not cops. They are two completely different people. One is a bodyguard, and one is a hitman. Ryan Reynolds' character is a bodyguard, and Samuel L. Jackson's a hitman. Ryan Reynolds gets caught up in all this political drama that starts to happen, and someone he knew in the past is asking him to help him protect this hitman. And it's his job to protect him during all this crazy stuff. People are after him, an organization is coming straight after him, and they want him dead. Now, the story to this movie, that is pretty much the basics. In the background, there is some political Russian stuff going on in the back, but the movie doesn't do a great job at telling us about that aspect. I don't really understand the whole Russian thing in the background. It's not the spotlight of the movie, but I just really also didn't care about it. The thing that I cared most about this movie is the connection between Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson's characters. They were awesome. They were able to quip off each other wonderfully. The comedy in this movie was done spectacularly. It was so fluid, it felt so natural, and we got to see a let loose Samuel L. Jackson that I haven't seen in a while because I'm so used to being Nick Fury. So seeing him being able to just drop F-bombs, drop everything, and not have to hold back anything was fantastic. I loved it. The way he connected with Ryan Reynolds was awesome. They were very different, but then in a certain way, they both kind of understood each other a lot. And this movie did a lot of character development between those two. It got you to care about them both, especially during the scenes where we learn about their past, how they met their significant others. They were told through amazing flashbacks with some excellent music in the background, and man, it was hilarious. There was so much great comedy that it didn't feel forced. It was very fluid and natural, which is one of the number one things that this movie got right. Like I said, this movie was an awesome buddy cop film. They had the chemistry, it had the comedy, and everything. Next thing I want to talk about is the action. The action in this movie was good. I liked it a lot. There were a lot of good car chase scenes that were really adrenaline pumping. It was awesome. There was a lot of fast-paced fighting, gunfights, but there was some flaws to it. During the gunfights and the car chases were good. The things that weren't on par were the melee combat. When they were doing hand-to-hand stuff, it wasn't really that great. Sometimes I would have to really pay attention to it to really understand what was going on, because there were a lot of cuts during the hand-to-hand moments, especially when Samuel L. Jackson had to do fights. So it was a little annoying during those action moments with the melee combat. Luckily, there wasn't too much of it. There were a couple hand-to-hand moments, but for the most part it was gunfights and car chases. But the few times that there were melee fights, not too good. A little sloppy and a little hard to tell what was going on. Also, another standout role of this movie that didn't get a whole lot of screen time, but enough to make me laugh and love her, and she stole the entire scene. She stole all the scenes that she was in, and that was Salma Hayek's character. Holy crap, this was hilarious. Every time she was on screen, it was great. She just let loose as well. She had a lot of great moments of just one-liners, making you laugh, really making you understand how she is such a good match with Samuel L. Jackson's character. Fantastic. Awesome performance. Also, like I said, on top of the fact that the movie had a perfect buddy cop aspect, like I said, the movie was not perfect. The movie suffered from a very predictable storyline. Nothing happened that really made me go, wow, well, I didn't expect that. A lot of the moments in this movie were really just by the books. Wasn't anything too hard to really go, wow, I wasn't expecting it. That was a twist. All very predictable. The story was really the least entertaining part of this movie, because the core of it was just them two, and that was great. The connection between those two and how they became friends and how they're able to help each other through this crazy situation was great. But the movie was also trying to sell you on this Russian backstory with like this figurehead that wants to get rid of Samuel L. Jackson's character because he's just a bad dictator dude. I didn't really understand his character. I didn't care about it. And that whole aspect I didn't care about. But the buddy cop aspect of it was awesome. The action was really well done. All the performances were really great. The main characters, Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson, and Salma Hayek, were awesome performances. Everyone else was kind of but you didn't really see too much of them. You just saw those main three all the time, so that's great. And like I said, the action was great, except for the melee combat. But overall, this movie wasn't perfect. No, it was not perfect. But it was still a very fun ride, a great buddy cop film where they had great comedy, a lot of natural comedy that felt fluid, a great connection between these two characters, and great way to develop these characters. The movie did great on that respect. But the story was a little lacking. I didn't really care about the plot. I just cared about the interaction between these two. And like I said, some of the action when it came to the melee combat wasn't too great. A lot of shaky cam, a lot of edits that really got me going, whoa. Can't really understand what's going on. So, at the end of the day, this movie didn't push any boundaries. It didn't change the way we do action movies. It didn't change the way we do a buddy cop film. It was just a good action movie that you could eat popcorn and have a good time and laugh with your friends and family. Well, not your family, you won't have your kids or anything with you, but with your friends and adults of the family, but have a good time and go see. So if you've seen every movie out there right now and you want to go see another movie, check it out. It wasn't bad. At the end of the day, the Hitman's Bodyguard gets a solid B from me, guys. Well, those are my thoughts on the Hitman's Bodyguard. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. My next review is going to be, since I didn't do an MCU movie review this week, I decided that I'm going to do the Defenders review. Comes out tomorrow, so I'm very excited to see this movie. Well, by the time this video goes up, it'll have already been out. But I'm very excited to see this show because I like all the Netflix series. If you want to see me do a review on those TV shows, let me know. I'll gladly tell you my thoughts on Daredevil season 1, 2, Luke Cage, and stuff like that. But that will be my next review. I'm gonna watch that tomorrow and bring that to you guys as soon as possible. But let me know what you guys thought about the Hitman's Bodyguard. Did you guys think it was really good? Did you guys think it was not as good as you thought it was gonna be? I'm curious to hear your thoughts as always. But guys, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.